Before starting the line-by-line explanation, better you should know the background and a short summary of the poem in the beginning. Now, the poem is much like the same as My Last Duchess. In My Last Duchess, the protagonist kills his beloved. And the same is the case with this poem also. The Porphyria's lover kills Porphyria. Clear? So both the poems, they are in essence the same psychological pattern. Both the poems follow a kind of psychological pattern. You may say that both the protagonists, Porphyria's lover and the Duke, that they are, you can say, there is a kind of mental disorder in them. But after all, that is up to you. What do you say, and how to prove your stance by providing different evidences. So, Barhal, now in Porphyria's lover, the poem starts with a kind of storm. There is a stormy night, and rain is also there, lightning is there, and thundering is there. And there is also a particular kind of function, a feast is going on in the home of Porphyria. A function is there, a particular kind of party is going on, but she leaves all those things. She does not care about the storm and the rain. And even she leaves the party and she goes outside her home and she wants to meet her lover. The lover who is living in the deserts, for example, there is a cottage, you know that hut, a kind of hut in the deserts or in the jungle or like that. So he's living over there, and the lover is sitting there and he is thinking about Porphyria, and all of a sudden Porphyria is there. She comes into that hut. I told you that she was in great love with her lover, so for that reason she does not care about the rain and the storm and all the party and the function that is going on in her home, and she leaves all these things and comes to meet her lover. Now, there is a class difference between the two, the lover and the beloved. The beloved Porphyria was belonging to an elite class. She was aristocratic, a rich class. And the lover, he was a poor man living in a hut. So far, the lover, he understands the fact that she can never marry me at all because there is the difference of class. So he wants to make her pure forever. He wants to make her only limited to himself forever. So for that reason he kills her. And look at the things. For example, when she gets into the hut of the lover, so she is very happy. And she forgets about her palace. And in that stormy night, in the rainy night, she comes into the hut. And the hut, that is trickling everywhere. Trickling, you know? But she is very much happy in the presence of her lover. And when he is killing her, so the lover makes a string of string. You know that dhaga chota. Yeah, you can string that. Rassi wata. Wait, rassi. String of the long hair of his beloved. He makes a string of the hair of his beloved, and he winds around her throat for 3 times that string of hair, and in that way she is strangulated. she strangled. And the lover says that she was not pained. It means that she did not feel any pain at all. It means that she also wanted to be killed with the hands of her lover. Huh? And at the end, he says that God Almighty was also very much silent at that time. He did not say any word. It means that my actions, the actions of the lover, that crime, it was legalized by God Almighty. Huh? It means the lover says that I did not do anything wrong because God Almighty was also willed the same. And why did he will the same? Because she transgressed the rules, the society rules, or for example, some religious rules. Because in each and every religion, it is prohibited for a girl to leave her home during night time, and during that kind of night, which is stormy and rain is also there. So, not only in Islam, but in each and every religion, that is prohibited for a woman. And then God Almighty was silent. Huh? It means that God also wanted to punish her. God Almighty also wanted to punish her for her actions. And the lover says that after the death, she becomes more beautiful. And there is a kind of smile in her eyes. Her eyes are shining. And all the night, for all the night, she is there in the company of the lover and he enjoys it. He enjoys her presence in his hut. Clear? That is sufficient.